Shalom. My name is Shane. Welcome to the Bible New Year Live Tanakh Project. We continue this week in the book of Proverbs, and today we'll be reading Proverbs chapter 19 to 21 from the Names of God Bible. Let's dive into today's reading. Proverbs chapter 19. Better to be a poor person who lives innocently than to be one who talks dishonestly and is a fool. A person without knowledge is no good. A person in a hurry makes mistakes. The stupidity of a person turns his life upside down and his heart rages against Yahweh. Wealth adds many friends, but a poor person is separated from his friends. A lying witness will not go unpunished. One who tells lies will not escape. Many try to win the kindness of a generous person, and everyone is a friend to a person who gives gifts. The entire family of a poor person hates him. How much more do his friends keep their distance from him? When he chases them with words, they are gone. A person who gains sense loves himself. One who guards understanding finds something good. A lying witness will not go unpunished. One who tells lies will die. Luxury does not fit a fool, much less a slave ruling princes. A person who with good sense is patient, and it is to his credit that he overlooks an offense. The rage of a king is like the roar of a lion, but his favor is like dew on the grass. A foolish son brings ruin to others. A foolish son ruins his father, and a quarreling woman is like constantly dripping water. Home and wealth are inherited from fathers, but a sensible wife comes from Yahweh. Laziness throws one into a deep sleep. An idle person will go hungry. Whoever obeys the law preserves his life, but whoever despises Yahweh's ways will be put to death. Whoever has pity on the poor lends to Yahweh, and he will repay him for his good deed. Discipline your son while there is still hope. Do not be the one responsible for his death. A person who has a hot temper will pay for it. If you rescue him, you will have to do it over and over. Listen to advice and accept discipline so that you may be wise the rest of your life. Many plans are in the human heart, but the advice of Yahweh will endure. Loyalty is desirable in a person, and it is better to be poor than a liar. The fear of Yahweh leads to life, and such a person will rest easy without suffering harm. A lazy person puts his fork in his food. He doesn't even bring it back to his mouth. Strike a mocker, and a gullible person may learn a lesson. Warn an understanding person, and he will gain more knowledge. Foolproof instructions. A son who assaults his father and who drives away his mother brings shame and disgrace. If you stop listening to instructions, my son, you will stray from the words of knowledge. A worthless witness mocks justice, and the mouths of wicked people swallow up trouble. Punishments are set for mockers, and beatings for the backs of fools. Chapter 20. Wine makes people mock, liquor makes them noisy, and everyone under their influence is unwise. The rage of a king is like the roar of a lion. Whoever makes him angry forfeits his life. Avoiding a quarrel is honorable. After all, any stubborn fool can start a fight. A lazy person does not plow in the fall. He looks for something in the harvest but finds nothing. A motive in the human heart is like deep water, and a person who has understanding draws it out. Many people declare themselves loyal, but who can find someone who is really trustworthy? A righteous person lives on the basis of his integrity. Blessed are his children after he is gone. A king who sits on his throne to judge sifts out every evil with his eyes. Who can say, I've made my heart pure, I'm cleansed from my sin? A double standard of weights and measures, both are disgusting to Yahweh. Even a child makes himself known by his actions, whether his deeds are pure or right. The ear that hears, the eye that sees, Yahweh made them both. Do not love sleep, or you will end up poor. Keep your eyes open, and you will have plenty to eat. Bad, bad, says the buyer. Then, as he goes away, he brags about his bargain. There are gold and plenty of jewels, but the lips of knowledge are precious gems. Hold on to the garment of one who guarantees a stranger's loan, and hold responsible the person who makes a loan on behalf of a foreigner. Food gained dishonestly tastes sweet to a person, but afterwards his mouth will be filled with gravel. Plans are confirmed by getting advice, and with guidance one wages war. Whoever goes around as a gossip tells secrets. Do not associate with a person whose mouth is always open. The lamp of the person who curses his father and mother will be snuffed out in total darkness. An inheritance quickly obtained in the beginning will never be blessed in the end. Do not say, I'll get even with you. Wait for Yahweh, he will save you. A double standard of weights is disgusting to Yahweh, and dishonest scales are no good. Yahweh is the one who directs a person's steps. How then can anyone understand his own way? It is a trap of a person to say impulsively, this is a holy offering, and later to have second thoughts about those vows. A wise king scatters the wicked and then runs them over. A person's soul is Yahweh's lamp. It searches his entire innermost being. Mercy and truth protect the king, and with mercy he maintains his throne. While the glory of young men is their strength, the splendor of older people is their silver hair. Brutal beatings cleanse away wickedness. Such beatings cleanse the innermost being. Chapter 21. The Lord controls wise and foolish people. The king's heart is like streams of water, both are under Yahweh's control. He turns them in any direction he chooses. A person thinks everything he does is right, but Yahweh weighs hearts. Doing what is right and fair is more acceptable to Yahweh than offering a sacrifice. A conceited look and an arrogant attitude, which are the lamps of wicked people, are sins. The plans of a hard-working person lead to prosperity, but everyone who is always in a hurry ends up in poverty. Those who gather wealth by lying are wasting time. They are looking for death. The violence of wicked people will drag them away, since they refuse to do what is just. The way of a guilty person is crooked, but the behavior of those who are pure is moral. Better to live on a corner of a roof than to share a home with a quarreling woman. The mind of a wicked person desires evil and has no consideration for his neighbor. When a mocker is punished, a gullible person becomes wise, and when a wise person is instructed, he gains knowledge. A righteous person wisely considers the house of a wicked person. He throws wicked people into disasters. Whoever shuts his ear to the cry of the poor will call and not be answered. A gift given in secret calms anger, and a secret bribe calms great fury. When justice is done, a righteous person is delighted, but troublemakers are terrified. A person who wanders from the way of wise behavior will rest in the assembly of the dead. Whoever loves pleasure will become poor. Whoever loves wine and expensive food will not become rich. Wicked people become a ransom for righteous people, and treacherous people will take the place of decent people. Better to live in a desert than with a quarreling and angry woman. Costly treasure and wealthy are the home of a wise person, but a fool devours them. Whoever pursues righteousness and mercy will find life, righteousness, and honor. A wise man attacks a city of warriors and pulls down the strong defenses in which they trust. Whoever guards his mouth and his tongue keeps himself out of trouble. An arrogant, conceited person is called a mocker. His arrogance knows no limit. The desire of a lazy person will kill him because his hands refuse to work. All day long he feels greedy, but a righteous person gives and does not hold back. The sacrifice of wicked people is disgusting, especially if they bring it with evil intent. A lying witness will die, but a person who listens to advice will continue to speak. A wicked person puts up a bold front, but a decent person's way of life is his own security. No wisdom, no understanding, and no advice can stand up against Yahweh. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but the victory belongs to the Lord.